What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, TrackStar, and welcome back to another dancehall video tutorial. So another one where I go build a rhythm around a acapella. I'm going to show how you can. And the reason, I'm going to go back to this. So I'm going to show how you can build a rhythm around a acapella, but we're going to use a rhythm or use a acapella for guide the arrangement and the production, you see me? So the rhythm from my dog Chang. Him not like promote him stuff him channel, so there's no link what in the comments. But Nico link again in the comment. He must also do some work on this. So the thing is, I have this rhythm. I will play the rhythm by itself and then we'll play the acapella. Or actually we'll play it with the acapella. The acapella is a song I have for another producer I'm work with him, Atmos. Theme link again in the description. Matter of fact, I put Chang link in the description too. Because I want to put it in there, isn't me? He needs to promote himself. But we'll play the acapella, make you hear what I go on with the song, and you're gonna notice that the acapella don't line up, so I'm gonna show you how you line it up, isn't me? So you play from top. This now gonna sound too pleasant because everything already kind of loud in a way, so I'm turning as much as I can while it play if you make it kind of coherent. But yeah, let's go. So let's set the ceiling at minus or 0.3. Hold on. 0.3. Boom. Play. Yo, Atmos. You been a fight for your lifestyle, isn't it? I'll just give you the backstory, you see it? The before, come you see the after, you see me? This is something I cry for. Come from me, get on a born survivor. Race life, something me die for. Motivational. You see, the acapella is off, you see me? Now the key is right, but the acapella wrong. So what I'm gonna do or what we can do, first double click on the sample. If you don't know the tempo of the sample, or the right click, detect tempo. See that said the estimated tempo for the sample is 91, but that's wrong. You know what I mean? It's not 91. That's basically the tempo of the session. So that's wrong. So if you don't know the sample or the tempo of the sample, what you can do is we have a couple of different ways we can do about this. So we'll go open directory. This is the song here. This is the acapella here. So what you can do is you can download Virtual DJ and drag the acapella in a Virtual DJ. I don't know why it now register the acapella as the proper tempo. So what I'm going to do is we'll drag the song itself and put it in a Virtual DJ on the other side. And now we can see that the tempo for the song itself is 97 and the key is A minor. I don't know why to show A minor, the key is D minor, but we're not look for the key right now, we're look for the tempo. So the tempo is 97. So once you have the tempo, what you want to do is you want to go in a FL Studio and you go left click on the little waveform over here, so. Then press fit to tempo, right? So zoom out so you can see what's going on. Click fit to tempo. And then you go press type in BPM. And then now go type in the session BPM. You go type in the 97 BPM, which is the tempo of the sample. Once you do that, enter. Once you press enter, it will start re-stretch the sample. No, this only works. This will only work if this is the full, like if it's a perfect loop, basically. So let's say the sample was like them cut it off at a odd number in the verse, like maybe like when it bounce out, and it a bar like a step short right here. When I stretch it now gonna line up. You see me? I say in that situation, you just have to kind of play around with it, because when you do that, if me go so and stretch this right like this now gonna line up right, it go faster. You see me? But because we know say it bounce out a little bar short, then we don't just stretch it back to which part it's supposed to. Then you just play around with it. But most of the time it's better if you get a acapella or a loop perfect with the track. And there's other steps where you can take to do that. I'm gonna do a different video about sampling. I'm gonna really want to go too deep into it. I really want to focus on working with the acapella in terms of the rhythm. So I'm gonna do a whole video about sampling so you can get a much better idea of exactly what I'm talking about. So now I go through and figure out what direction we want to go.
Yo, Atmos.
So let's loop out the chorus.
If I come from me ghetto man, a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivation of the key, ambition of the driver. When it hard but me stand firm. Then stand up on the ground, come a concern. Never respect to all who show concern. When they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. If I come from me ghetto man, a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivation of the key, ambition of the driver. When it hard but me stand firm. Then stand up on the ground, come a concern. Never respect to all who show concern. When they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. If I come from me ghetto man, a born survivor. Rich life.
So this is not on a track, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put it on track 9, right click, and we'll add this vocal telephone sample preset. And now we have this sounds like nice.
If I come from me ghetto man,
We have, what is this? So this can turn down. This can turn on as well. For right now, we're not mixed with this, so I turn it down. So this is basically like a loop. So we'll get rid of all of this and now cut. And we can then go up to the need to separate this. Need to separate all of this. Oh, so turn off that. Alright, so what would I do, right? Without rename all of the VST, then I think we'd do that. Give them some color, and then we'll show now how we can structure out the rhythm, produce basically with an acapella. That's basically what we're doing, production right now. So we'll stretch this out with on the mixer. Let me see, Falcon 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can rename all of them. So them the line up, right? We can put them up on the mixer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is the arena ambience piano. So them I no need for the yes and at all. This need for move as well. So I have 5 all the way through here. Boom. And we have 18 is the bass. Or is there reverb on this bass? I have no idea. I don't think it's actually supposed to be there. I think something else is supposed to be there. I don't know why this thing is here. But that's basically that's the bass. So we're gonna link that to next free track, which is 10. Makes it a little bit too big, so let's small that down. Cool. So this is the rhythm. Everything else now is basically just audio samples and stuff like that. This a chunk tag, this a Nico tag, this a the acapella.
Yo, Atmos.
This are the other two sounds one of the. Okay.
Been a fight for your lifestyle, as me.
Alright, cool. So that's that. So now let's split out the step sequence. The key, let me say, is D sharp minor. So I'll rename this D sharp minor. And then we can split mixer tracks here. I split by channel. Delete that. Bring these down. And drag these into the playlist. Boom. This can delete when I use it. So now we can start build the rhythm and then, build the rhythm, really. So we have... start the piano.
Chong Don. Chong Don.
This piano seems like shit. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to reinforce the piano. I'm going to use keyscape for that. So we're going to take this PS, the cinematic. I'm going to take the arena piano, push it to the left, push keyscape to the right. Or add some notes. Let's change this right also. And we'll do the same strum pattern here. Like that. Cool. We're going to atmosphere. I'm going to load jazz guitar. So I'll go guitars, I'll go jazz guitar, B, PS. Let's rename this. And then for the jazz guitar, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna add some color to them, of course. I'll put one preset on the jazz guitar. I need to raise it up an octave or so too. On the jazz guitar. Nice. And we're gonna put them on the mixer here. On the jazz guitar, I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna load up the Devil Keys preset. And that I'm gonna give the jazz guitar now a more of a ambient type of sound, which is what I want. You see me? That's the type of sound I want for it. With everything else.
Chong Don.
Yo, Adwash.
Nico.
You been a fight for your lifestyle, you see me? I'm just giving you the backstory, you see it? The before, can't see the after, you see me? This is something I cry for. Coming from me, get a man, a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivation of the key, ambition of the driver. Why the dad, but me stand firm.
See me? Cool. So, let's build the intro.
Chong Don.
Let's turn off all this.
Chong Don.
Also, we can split this. So, take this out of here. So, insert new track, PS, split by channel. I'll load on the basement here, jazz guitars here. So I can go, boom.
Chong Don.
Double click on this auto, stretch this out. Now we'll add a hi-hat. Let's loop out the hook. Can turn this down.
Coming from me, get a man, a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivation of the key, ambition of the driver. Why the dad, but me stand firm.
I feel like the acapella line are perfect, so I'm gonna shift over a little bit.
Come from me, get them on a band survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivational key, ambition of the driver. When it hard, but me stand firm.
Much better. So I'll go in the Yard Vibes drum kit and I'll load up the OVO hi-hat. I'm saying OVO. Hi-hat. I'll go close right here. No, the OG. Yeah, I'm like the OG. You gotta fuck with the OGs, man. New channel. I'm gonna just add in simple like a hi-hat pattern, nothing too crassy. Boom.
Come from me, get them on a Come from me, get them on a Come from me, get them on a bounce. Come from me, get them on a bounce survivor. Come from me, get them on a bounce survivor. Come from me, get them on a bounce survivor. Rich life, something me die for.
Here, I go quantize this, alt and U. I go chop this in 8 notes and we'll go delete every other note. We'll go have this nice little hi-hat roll thing right here. I'll just come across, duplicate. As I know, over on this side we can add a couple of extra notes.
Come from me, get something me die for. Motivate, something me die for. It's life, something me die for. Motivational, it's life, something me die for. It's life, something me die for. Motivational key, ambition of the driver. When it hard, but me stand firm. Still stand up on the ground, come a concern. Never respect to all who show concern. When I one boy, never make a wrong turn. If I come from me, get them on a band survivor. Rich life, so
now we can add a one little crash, so we'll go in a percussion. Cymbal, crash 4. All we are going to do is we're going to add that. Double click on the file. I always want to make the file line up as best I can. So when I drag in a sample, any line where it land closest to, any like the major line them, so you know you have the big bright one on the numbers, 13 and 14 of the dark lines. But in between you have the little small one and then you have some other dark ones, you see me? So any big dark line it land closest to, you typically want to try and line it up next to that, you see me? Sometimes you can go to the closest number, but in this case, yeah, it don't really matter because it's a crash, you don't want to change the sound too much, you see me? So let's say we did for line it up with the 15. All of a sudden the crash sound nasty. But if we line it up right there, so with the closest line, sound healthy and strong, no artifacts in there. And even if we go smaller than that, but it end too fast now, you see me? So you typically try and go for the closest line to white drop in. What we also are going to do is I'm going to use this sample start and get rid of this little gap thing right at the front. So we're going to trim off a little bit of that. You know, we have nice. So we need to turn it down. Go back, put one at the front here. No, we don't need it right here, so matter of fact, because we have the transition already. So we're going to just have one little nice little crash right there. So. And for build anticipation, you know, you can just do a little reverse thing. Drag it in. And we're going to line it up with, the, like I said, the first big line, so the 15 right there. So we're going to just double click on this, change it to auto, or you can go stretch pro, either one, and line it up like that. So we have. You see me? All we are going to do for this, we're going to cut off the back end. Boom. So we'll use this as like a front for the. And because I cut it off, I'm going to show you a neat little trick. What you can do is you can do bleeding, put generic, and it will go left one little piece side right there. So you get it will basically lend a piece side itself to the crash. You see me? So a couple of different ways you can, you know, go around some stuff. Can bring up the volume a little bit. Boom. So now we have.
No born survivor, rich life.
same thing what we can do also is let's preserve this by cloning all of this, dragging it over. Another thing what you can do is you can add unique kick patterns to your rhythm them using an acapella because you know which part a drop might come in, you see me? So I'll show you exactly what I talk. I have a video about this too. So what I do right now is basically I cut out, I isolate every single kick note in the track, right? What that allow me to do is on the fly drum design. So let's say we have this rhythm.
Come from me, get a man a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivational key, ambition of the driver. When it hard,
but it may say, feel like right as some could have add a little energy with the kick and the snare. But you have to go back into the pattern and add a note and make a unique pattern and this and that. And instead, all we can do, play.
ambition of the driver.
Add a kick here, so.
Ambition of the driver. When it hard,
You see me? Move this a kick here. Add a kick here, so.
ambition of the driver. When it hard,
Just like that, we add energy to the track. Plain and simple. You know, you can't get no easier than that. You understand what I'm saying? And we can do the same thing with the snare. So what we'll do is we'll cut out the snare. And all I do, and I do a video about this, is my left click and right click. When I left click, you get the blue. When I right click, you get the red. The red arrow, get rid of anything that's smaller. So if I cut this and right click, it will get rid of the piece to the right instead of the piece to the left. Boom. Same thing here again. Now when I right click, so it will get rid of the piece to the left because it's smaller than the piece to the right. You see me? Really simple, straightforward. Control Alt and B, go back to the brush. Now we can highlight all of them here. I need to understand the grid if you do what I do. You can't just do it willy-nilly on the fly because then you will misalign your drums. You see me? Then you go blame me and say, oh, look how TrackStar, I'm going to fuck up my drums, dog. You see me? No. So, all we can do.
come from me, get a man a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivation.
So now right there, so we can add boom.
Me die for. Motivational key, ambition of the driver. When it hard,
Can add this.
driver. When it hard, driver. When it hard, stand firm. Driver. When it hard, stand firm. Still stand up on the ground, I'm concerned. Never respect to all who show concern. When they up, driver. When it hard, stand firm. When they are one boy, when they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. When they are one boy, never make turn. When they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. If I turn, when they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. If I go.
See me? Simple as that is, me just add excitement into your track, just like that. So on the second half of this track, we're adding two things. We add a string and we add a bell. I'm going to expand. Actually, no. For the strings, yeah, we use expand for the strings. So we'll go in no, for the strings, and then we just use want a pizzicato. This is a legato. I want a pizzicato. Big piece. Yeah. Cool. And then we'll go in at the percussions in here, so for the tubular bell. And we're going to add that in right on the second half of the verse. About right here. Double click, auto, resample this. Now what we'll do is we'll right click, we'll go edit audio, and we're going to detect the pitch just to make sure so we tune it properly. Detect pitch regions. So F is the main pitch. So we need to tune this to F back here. So we'll go here, we'll go C, D, E, F, right click. So now when we play, boom. Let's turn it down.
Come from me, get a man a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivational key, ambition of the driver. When it hard, but stand firm. Still stand up on the ground, I'm concerned.
turn off the acapella. So now we can add the strings. I would just want a simple pizzicato pattern. Tum 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 tum. Tum 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 tum. Pause. Tum 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 tum. You know? Same thing, yes, sir. I'm gonna make the velocity come down for all of them. I don't know why this thing just go back up over here, so. I'm gonna soften them up. Then what we're gonna also do is we're gonna pan them a little bit to the right. You know, just for right now, when we mix, you know, everything will go change, but big piece, strings, everything will go change. But for right now, we just want, you know, make sure so everything proper and authentic and all of that. Same thing with the colors right now, we're gonna lower it as is, but you know, in the future we're gonna change that. So go to the main track, insert a new track, type out the name, big piece strings, enter PS, playlist, and then right under the jazz right there, so we can get rid of the front half of this too. So now we have this. Stretch it out the right way. Turn it down. I'll go drag in them two things, and this would be it as far as the transition out of the verse. So, like I said, we need to stretch everything so them line up. So we're gonna go stretch pro. Like that. I'll go stretch pro again. Like that. So we're gonna do doom, doom, doom. So one here, one here. I'm gonna cut off the tail off of this. Drag this back. Boom. Double click. Change this to generic so we can get a smooth transition out. Like that. And then we have simple transition out of the hook and into the verse. Put up, we look at tags them. I'll go chorus here, verse here. Boom. And we have now. And if, as you can see, we have a lot of these sounds. So if we bring these across, let's see if them really even necessary.
Coming from me, get them on a band survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivational key, ambition of the driver. When the dog won't stand firm, still stand up on the ground, I'm a concern. Never respect to all who show concern. When they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. More on the money, me also want the fame. Want the girl, I'm coming in, want me a fuck. Coming from me, get them on a fire. Coming from me, get them on a band survivor. From me get them on a band survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivational key, ambition of the driver. When the dog won't stand firm, still stand up on the ground, I'm a concern. Never respect to all who show concern. When they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. money, me and someone to feel.
Alright, cool. So that's pretty much that's it for the hook. Let's go over to the verse. And that's pretty much it for the video, honestly, because get to the main point I want to show is how you can structure a rhythm around acapella. Or using acapella to help you build a rhythm. So really right now we can get rid of all of this. And the same thing, like I said, we can just do the drums on the fly. So we can change up this. Actually, really can just get rid of the drums, yeah, so completely, and use the pizzicato to carry back to the verse. So we can cut off all of this and then bring off all of this. You see me? And then we have the two transition them, boom, and that bring me back into the hook. You see it? So now we have, if we play it from top, and like I say, the video pretty much done. You see me? I say we are gonna just end it here, so get rid of this. Boom. So back to the top. Until next time, it's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, the TrackStar. Peace.
Yo, Admosh. You been a fight for your lifestyle, you see me? I'll just give you the backstory, you see? The before, can't see the after, you see me? This is something to cry for. Come from me, get a man, a born survivor. Rich life, something me die for. Motivation of the key, ambition of the driver. When you die, but me stand firm. Still stand up on the ground, I'm a concern. Never respect to all who show concern. When they are one boy, never make a wrong turn. Want the money, me and someone to feel. Want the girl, them comedy, want me a fuck them not the crane. Real nigga, never change, especially for the change. Switching off to buy champagne and pour it on a range. We on poor life talk daily, we are friends, we not too strange. Some pussy see the Glock and shake like a loose change. I read them like a book and pick them like a lock. Me I go hard for my mother, me can never ever stop. Something to cry for. Come from me, get a man, a born survivor.
Is me?